727. Welcome back to Good Day Columbia. When you think of storied sci-fi writers, many people have their own top names: Isaac Asimov, Ray Bradbury, Jules Verne. Now, with history as the judge in the years to come, there may just be another name on the list: David Lee Jones, who has penned and released the third in his sci-fi trilogy called The War of the Third Awakening. Joining me this morning, local author David Lee Jones.
Thank you for having me back.
Congratulations, by the way, on the completion of a trilogy.
Thank you, sir.
This is great stuff. We're going to talk about the books in a couple of minutes, but what I find fascinating is the fact that you're, I guess, what they call self-published, but you had an interesting journey, and I wanted to share that with people who may actually have a book inside them.
Yes.
So how'd you kind of get to here, from here to here?
Well, what I'd like to stress is everybody's journey is different. It's kind of cool that we're here on what would have been Douglas Adams' 61st birthday today. He got his idea for his Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy while he was hitchhiking through Europe in his teens, and he had gone to a party, got drunk, and he was stumbling back to his campsite, and he passed out in the woods, and his Hitchhiker's Guide to Europe had fallen out of his backpack, and right before he passed out, he looked over and saw the Hitchhiker's Guide to Europe, then he looked up at the stars, and the epiphany came right before he passed out.
That quick. Well, so how do you go then from you who got all these great scientific, sci-fi ideas up here, how did you go from there to the book?
Well, my journey actually started in the horror genre. I was on a site called mywritercircle.com.
Mywritercircle.com.
And I had become one of the more prolific writers on there, and I began creating a following. And there was a gentleman on there by the name of Guy Cousins from London, England. He messaged me one day and he asked, do you have enough of these stories to put together a manuscript? And I said, I have a stack this high. I said, I'll send it to you tomorrow. And I sent it to him the next day, and we kind of went through it, and 6 months later, Dark Side of the Planet came out.
That's your first book?
That was my first book, which was a compendium of short horror stories.
Right.
And I also had some teasers for my sci-fi, my sci-fi trilogy.
Now, the thing also I find fascinating is you don't have to come out of pocket a whole lot of money to go the route you took, right? You don't have to pay somebody $50,000 to print some books.
No, sir. I went through the self-publishing process through Lulu.com, and they get all their money on the backside.
Okay.
It doesn't cost you anything to go out there and get published.
So you just write, you get yourself a hard copy book, and then they'll take their money in the back end.
Hardback, paperback, ebook.
We're going to put some links for you too at MidlandsConnect.com to David's route. All right, let's real quickly talk about the trilogy. This is the third and final, the War of the Third Awakening here, along with the other two books that you've produced in the series. Give me a real quick synopsis.
Okay, well, being 3 books, it wouldn't really do it justice in a couple minutes, but let me tell you what readers can expect. This is not only sci-fi, but it crosses genres. I mean, we have car chases, we have time machines, we have space dogfights. We visit places like Machu Picchu, the pyramids, and the Sphinx.
Wow.
Venice, Italy. These books...
No wonder it takes 3 books to get this done.
Exactly. But it crosses genres. I mean, it's not only sci-fi, it's got elements of horror, it's got elements of action-adventure. One of my readers called it Da Vinci Code meets Total Recall with the spirit of Indiana Jones in there. I just take these normal, everyday people and turn them into heroes, and that's what the book's about. It's about these 2 different human characters in 2 different times that they kind of grow into the being a hero. It's just kind of cool, their journey that they take. Great
stuff. Oh, and by the way, not for nothing, but my favorite character in this book is Mr. Ryman.
That's right. I do base a character after my friend Tyler Ryan here. His name's
ridiculous.
And he's going to be the next Jason Bourne of the future.
There it is. How about that?
That's right. But he comes late to the party. But he has a pivotal role. He's such an enigma.
Can't wait to see it. All right, guys. So this is the War of the Third Awakening, the third of the trilogy here. David Lee Jones. We'll get links for you to Lulu and to Amazon where you can get the books.
Go out there and buy it. It's the next Star Wars.
There you go. The next Star Wars. There it is. Thank you, my friend, for sharing your tricks of the trade.
Let me sign that to you. That's yours.
Go ahead and do that for us. All right, guys. Now, before you head down the street for your very next grande latte with a whisper of cinnamon coffee as a pick-me-up, there may not be a need, by the way. The caffeine charge you do need may be in your pocket. I'll explain coming up.